Front Row MMA, we're here at Ludus, Magnus, and Doncaster with Tommy Skeletor Miller, who's gonna make his pro debut at CSFC on December 7th. First off, pro debut as opposed to amateur. I ask this question a lot because I ain't a fighter, but does it necessitate a change in how you train?
In a way it does, yeah, because amateur record's not really as thing as your professional record. So a lot more time at gym, a lot more dedication really, to get up to top of them rankings and to get to the top, yeah.
When you were fighting as an amateur, because 7-3 I think you had 10 amateur fights, do those 3 losses haunt you at all, or was that the point of being an amateur so that you get the experience?
There's two fights that I fought Jack Grant. He was a bit big for me, bit strong. I'm not really bothered about that one. The only really one I'm really wanting to avenge is Andy Craven. That's the only one really one I want to avenge, like, because the one with Jules, I really didn't train as hard. I should have done that. Was my own fault. That was my amateur thing. So I got straight back into the gym, come back with some wins, and so. But Andy Craven really is the one I want to avenge really bad, like.
And so I'm taking it you just might be the tiniest little bit jealous that one of your teammates gets him before you?
No, not at all. No, I'm happy to see Zai get there and he's fighting up big stage. That's what I want to see, yeah. But I want him after say 4 fights, and then I'll be asking for Neil to get me matched up with him, like, because there were little things in my amateur career what you do wrong, and that's one of the things I did wrong. So be working on my game to fight him again, yeah.
And so CSFC is coming up. How did this fight come about, and how did you know now was the time to make that transition?
Well, to be fair, matched up on Fight Star Championships for next week, and they started getting pull out, struggling to match me up. So Wayne Murray come up to me and says, "Do you want to go pro, like?" And I says, "Well, if you can't get me matched up, yeah, I'll do that, yeah."
And CSFC, that's obviously Danny Mitchell's event. Yeah. We've been there a few times, and it seemed that the old Team Matrix and now Ludus Magnus have a good relationship with that promotion. So how excited are you to be fighting?
I'm really excited to be fighting on the show. Like I said, I've fought before. It's my own show. Yeah, and I'll be happy to get back on it and show them what local fighters are like round here.
Now you're making a debut against, and again, somebody somewhere will curse me for saying it, but you're fighting a guy named Dan Gibbons. He's 2-5, but that means he's had 7 fights in that cage. Was there any reticence at all taking a fight with a guy with that much pro experience?
Not at all, no. If Neil Wayne and Wayne Murray think I'm ready, and I'll go in there and I'll do my best. Obviously he's not going to be fazed by what I've got for him, and I'm not going to be fazed by what he's got for me. I'm just going to go in there and apply my game plan and see what happens.
What do you know about him as a fighter?
He's a well-rounded Thai boxer, so hopefully he'll come to strike, and I'll do my business where I'm best at.
Now, I've got to ask, because the nickname Skeletor. Yep. We spoke upstairs a little bit before we did the interview, and you'd have quite liked the freak show. Yeah, something to do with clown.
A funny clown, something like that. Obviously, it's been taken. Like.
And so where did Skeletor come from?
Being skinny, really. Being skinny and pale.
And
that's really it, yeah.
Is there a bit of a love for the old He-Man cartoon?
Yeah, there is, to be fair, yeah. I like a bit of Dolph Lundgren and all them, like, yeah. So.
And is that now going to be? Is that your nickname?
That's my Skeletor's the one to. That's my name. Yeah, I'm going to keep that, and I'm not going to change it. No.
So when the merchandise comes out,
it'll be Skeletor. Yeah, I'll have a purple T-shirt with blue on it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Look, for those people, and again, when on the amateur scene. I think it's kind of the diehard MMA fans that know about you. For those people that don't, and you're stepping up onto a show like CSFC, what's your fighting style like? And how? I don't want you to give game plans away, but how would you sum up the way you fight?
I'm a wrestler, eh? I like to wrestle. I like big slams. That's what I like. But I'm not scared to throw down with best of them. Yeah. It depends on how it goes. I'm a tactician as well, so. Say if I'm getting beat up and I'm stood up, I'll take him down. I'll try different game plans. You see, so it's not all about your game plan, because you could go in there with a game plan and it could get stuff straight away. So you need to, what's it called?
Improvise.
Improvise, yeah. So you can tell I'm a fighter, you see.
Yeah, it's I'm going to focus on a little bit of that because there seems to be two very distinct trains of thought for fighters. Either it's game plan, or then you have guys. And again, everyone's going to think I'm shilling for Conor McGregor again, but in his interviews, he constantly says, no. There's no game plan. I go in there and it flows. It's like, well, which way do you see yourself, or is there room in the middle?
We always have a game plan. I think you've got to have a game plan to be ready. If you haven't got a game plan, then you're going in there blind. I always like to have a good footage on my fighters and see what they do. But Conor McGregor's different. Everybody's different, aren't they? Yeah. You see, so whatever he does, somebody else will do different. Yeah. And I'm totally different to that. I'd like to know what me, Neil, and Wayne, and I'll sit down and we'll have a good game plan and see from there, like.
Without giving away the game plan, what kind of fight can the CSFC audience expect from you?
I'm going to be dangerous this fight. I'm going to be very dangerous. I'm just going to come at him.
Which award are you going for? Knockout, sub, or fight of the night? If you were going to claim...
To be fair, if it were any, it'd have to be knockout, yeah, but I'm easy. Any'll do, like, but knockout, it'd have to be one, like.
See, he said he was easy. When I ask Amanda Kelly if she wants knockout, sub of the night, or is she easy, I get loads of grief. And it's all right for her. Unbelievable. Sorry for bringing that up again, Amanda.
You said it with your knob out.
That could have been the problem. Yeah, again, sorry, Amanda. I might have to interview her again at some point.
Not with your knob out.
Thanks for that. See what I work with at the back here. You're fighting December 7th. If the fight or when the fight goes the way that you expect it after your pro debut, how quickly do you want to step back? How active do you want to be in 2000?
Christmas time off, and then hopefully be February time, hopefully, straight back in.
And how many, in a perfect world, how many times do you want to step into the cage next year?
3 or 4 times.
Preferably. And are you going to look to, again, are you going to follow your teammates? You've got Wayne, Zai, you got...
Hopefully, yeah, we've got a good setup, so hopefully we'll get it to the top. That's it.
December 7th is not all that far away. I'm not asking you to talk shit unless that's the kind of guy you are, and then please feel free to talk as much shit as you'd like. But have you got a message for Dan? Is there something that you'd like, anything that you want to say?
Yeah, just make sure you've been training, Dan, because I'm coming for you. I'm gonna take your head off, like. I'm going for it, yeah. I'm ready for this one. It's my first pro, so I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
You get whenever you start talking about it, you see that energy building up.
I'm just happy to get there on my own on a local show and avenge a loss, really, because I need to get that loss. I need to get rid of that. It's killing me. It's killing me. It is.
Can December 7th come quick enough for you?
No, it could be better next week, like, to be fair.
And so, I keep saying I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm not. What does the last couple of weeks of training for you entail now? What do you do? What happens over these next few weeks before sort of
pain? That's what happens 2 weeks before pain. Neil's on you, Scott, and everybody's on you. So it's like fight for your lifetime. Tough love. That's what it's all about. Tough love. Shark Tank, other people call it, but we call it tough love. If you don't do tough love, you're getting nowhere in life. We need that tough love, you see.
I fucking don't. I'll tell you that for nothing. Oh yeah, apparently, yeah, wonderful. Look, Tommy, before we let you go, mate, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you'd like to thank, or sponsors you'd like to show?
I'd like to thank Heavy Duty Fight Gear and everybody at Ludus Magnus fight team, because they put a hell of a lot of effort into me. So I'd just like to thank you. Yeah.
Tommy Skeletor Miller competes December 7th, CSFC at the Doncaster Dome. If you're local, you got to check. The event is a great event, and I got a very hungry fighter next to me. I think it's going to be a sweet fight. Thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate meeting you.
Cheers.